2023 saw the grand entrance of the Range Rover Sport, but it came with a twist. No high-performance model in sight. Instead, the spotlight shone on the lavish first edition. Fast forward to this year, and the first edition steps aside, making room for the bold newcomer, the Range Rover Sport SV Edition 1. This isn't just another upgrade. It's the pinnacle of power, reminiscent of the mighty SVR from the previous generation. With its recent redesign, the SV Edition 1 brings more than just aesthetic changes. It's a game changer under the hood. Out goes the old supercharged 5.0-liter V8, and in comes a spanking new twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8, packing a punch of 626 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. An upgrade from the previous 575 horses and 516 pound-feet. And it's not just about raw power. The new engine sheds weight, making it even more agile on the road. Derived from BMW but finely tuned with Land Rover's expertise, this beast of an engine propels the Range Rover Sport into a league of its own. It's a symphony of power, precision, and performance, perfectly in sync with its rivals in the mid-size performance SUV segment, all wielding similar V8 engines turbocharged to perfection. But let's talk numbers. Boasting 626 horsepower, the SV Edition 1 outguns its competitors like the Audi RS Q8, BMW X5M competition, and Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S. Only the gas-electric Porsche Cayenne Turbo E Hybrid dares to rival its might with over 700 horsepower. We're not even comparing it to the likes of the Porsche Cayenne Coupe Turbo GT, Lamborghini Urus Performante, or Ferrari Purosangue. They're in a league of their own. As for performance, buckle up for a thrilling ride. Land Rover promises a sprint to 60 mph in just 3.6 seconds and a top speed of 180 mph. It's not just a car, it's an experience, a statement of power and prestige that redefines what it means to dominate the road. Last year's first edition featured a glimpse of the 4.4-liter engine, albeit in a tamer 523 HP version. For the rest of the lineup, P360 SE, P400 Dynamic SE, and P550E, it's the supercharged and turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six calling the shots. But let's dive into the SV's exclusive upgrades, starting with Land Rover's innovative 6D dynamic suspension. This cutting-edge system pairs the Sport's standard air springs with hydraulically cross-linked dampers, replacing traditional anti-roll bars. And that's just the beginning. The SV boasts its own rear subframe and rides on imposing 23-inch wheels, available in either alloy or, for the extra aficionados, carbon fiber, shedding a purported 20 pounds per corner. To amplify performance further, optional carbon ceramic brake rotors, 9,000, step in, measuring a substantial 17.3 inches up front and 15.3 inches at the rear. With 8-piston Brembo front calipers and a recalibrated brake pedal, the stopping power is nothing short of exhilarating. And let's not forget the all-wheel steering and the quickened steering ratio, making every turn a thrilling experience. Lower to the ground by 0.4 inches in standard mode, or 1.0 inch lower in SV mode, the SV makes its presence known with a revised lower fascia, complete with brake cooling ducts, sleek lower body skirts, and a carbon fiber hood. These aesthetic touches, coupled with the commanding stance of the big wheels, ensure that the SV commands attention wherever it goes. And when it comes to performance on the track, the SV doesn't disappoint. Engage the SV mode, toggle the stability control to dynamic, or even dare to turn it off completely, and feel the adrenaline surge as the SV rockets down the straightaway. With precise turn-in and responsive steering, every corner is a joy to conquer. And despite its lowered ride height, the SV still retains that unmistakable Range Rover presence, standing tall and proud on the track. With a robust 626 horses under the hood and a weighty figure of around 5,600 pounds to carry, the SV boasts considerable momentum. Yet, even as it tackles high G corners, there's no tilting of the horizon, no excessive pushing from the Rover. Instead, it gracefully dances on the edge of oversteer, teasing out its performance with each twist and turn. SVO director Jamal Hamidi aimed not for a one-dimensional track beast, and indeed, the SV proves its mettle on this 2.9-mile circuit. Now a quick heads up. The SVs we tested on the track were equipped with Michelin Pilot Sport S5 summer tires, a thrilling option set to debut later this year. But for our more traditional Range Rover escapades, we ventured off-road, embracing the wild with all-wheel drive, a slew of off-road modes, and an arsenal of features ready for any terrain challenge. And let's talk about that road prowess. On the asphalt, the SV effortlessly overtakes sluggish trucks and dawdling hatchbacks, making short work of passing zones. Even at highway speeds, it maintains composure, with steering that inspires confidence. While the exhaust note remains relatively subdued, lacking the dramatic pops and crackles of some competitors, the SV's suspension is a marvel. It not only quashes roll, but also tames brake dive and acceleration pitch, ensuring a smooth ride even in comfort mode. But let's be real, even the SV has its limits. Rural Portuguese roads, with their potholes aplenty, can challenge even the most advanced suspension. And those massive wheels, coupled with low-profile tires, inevitably translate some harshness to the cabin. Yet despite these minor drawbacks, the SV remains a true embodiment of Range Rover's legacy of luxury and performance, delivering an unforgettable driving experience whether on the track, the trail, or the open road. Step into the cabin, and you'll be greeted by the pièce de résistance, the body and soul seat, Bass, an exclusive feature reserved solely for the SV. These aren't your ordinary seats. These high-back marvels come equipped with 4 transducers nestled in the seat back, ready to pulse with the rhythm of your music at 5 levels of intensity.